Well, okay, Rocket fans, we're here. Better late than never. Sorry about had some internet issues here, but we are back to football just to get everyone caught up. Rockets are leading 21-8. First quarter was the Jackson England Braxton Burks show. England connecting to Braxton Burks for about an 80-yard touchdown, and gosh, series before that hit him with another 50-yard pass. Paul Plafkin with a touchdown pass. Jackson England looking sharp and poised. The Rocket defense playing well. Just gave up a late second quarter touchdown here to North Little Rock. North Little Rock converts the 2-point conversion and brings us to 1:47 left in this first half. Rockets leading 21-8. Hoping everybody gets the new stream up and going. We've had to make multiple. I got Keith here with me. Keith.
Oh, hey, Jack.
Hey.
Yeah, this has been a lot of folks putting a lot of work in to try and get things going here at Warm Oil.
We are grateful for their efforts.
Yeah. We understand when we go on the road, we have our share of trouble, and then we come here and just a lot going on here at the stadium. But Eric Hendon and his crew are tireless, and Rebecca McWilliams doing everything on her end. So thank you to everybody. What a football game, Jack.
Yeah, sorry we haven't been on air to show the pretty exciting first half of the Rockets. The Rocket offense has really done a good job. Jackson England, Keith, again, we don't keep stats up here, but 3 touchdown passes already, all in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's, despite no one ever being able to see it, this game's kind of played out as we expected. The Rockets have had a good mix of run and pass. There's Noel Lewis on a really strong run, probably going to be aided by a penalty as well.
Yeah, like a horse collar tackle there.
Yeah. Rockets have been balanced. Braxton Burks, Noel Lewis, let's see who else. Plafkin, Hayden Rofe all seem to be getting in the action. And, of course, Jackson England. Running, passing.
Every game's looking more poised. Nice having a senior quarterback out there.
Correct. North Little Rock early on was struggling just trying to figure out how to defend that combination of those players. And then you flip over to North Little Rock on their offense. They have some explosive players, but they're really just all about getting on the edge and getting that speed. And Rocket defense has been able to shut them down. They were able to get in some really long plays. And, look, they've got some explosive players too, and they're finally starting to find a little bit of space, find some lanes. But I think the Rocket defense overall is starting to tighten it up. They've let a couple get away from them.
Well, the Rockets will have it here 2nd and 5 at the charging Wildcat 38-yard line. There's the give to Noel Lewis. And, boy, Keith, every time he gets the ball, he puts his head down and just runs hard and goes and gets positive yard every single time he gets the ball.
He does. We've seen it tonight, Jack. We got ourselves in a couple of third downs, and Rocket coaches just gave the ball to Noel and just said, go get it. And we were in 3rd and 9, and we called a run play.
Yeah,
and Noel, he just pounded his way down, and next thing you know, it's 1st and 10.
Well, here we go. 1 minute left in this first half. England in the shotgun. He's got Lewis behind him. He's going to look to the sideline. Looks like the coaches are going to change the play. England shouts the signals out. Excuse me, that's Burdine, the running back, and he's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. He might actually lose a yard on that play.
Yeah, he definitely came up short.
They're going to say he lost. Trying to see where they're going to spot it. Yeah, they'll say he lost 1. Brings up 4th down. 40 seconds left, and looks like the Rockets are going to take a timeout. 4th and 2 coming up. 21-8 lead. Keith, this second quarter, since we are here, we want to thank 2 of our sponsors.
That's
Arkansas
right.
Cardiology and Centennial Bank for sponsoring us here in the first half. And there's that big formation by the Rockets, and England's still going. Look at the offensive line, push him downfield. This is the kind of football makes me proud to be a Rocket fan. Look at that.
Are you kidding me?
The ball just came out. Not sure what just happened.
Wow.
Not sure if they're going to call him down. I guess
it looks like
England
a live
got
play.
Stripped. 80 yards for North Little Rock. In that whole scrum, Keith, it was hard to see what just happened.
Really
that
was.
was exactly what we talked about. The Rockets trying to avoid on this play. Just keep it simple. And boy, North Little Rock's all over that. 21-14.
Yeah, that's something. What a turn of events.
Keith, it was turnovers last week when North Little Rock played Benton that sort of helped keep them in the game. They had a block punt. They turned into a touchdown. Their offense has only scored twice this season before this game.
Man, that is I was looking to see that on replay, but that's an interesting deal. Of course, as Rocket fans, we're not looking for a whistle because the ball was still moving, and sure enough, a good defense by North Little Rock. They strip the ball and take it, go 80 yards. So
that's a gut punch to the Rockets. The extra point is up, and it's good. And with 21 seconds left in this first half, Catholic High 21, North Little Rock 15.
This is a complete coaching moment for the Rockets. We're looking up at a scoreboard that is disproportionate to the way this first half been
Absolutely.
played. Rockets been dominating. It was 21-0, and the Rockets had the ball 1st and 10 on the 30 of North Little Rock, and we were looking at them setting themselves up to be up 4 touchdowns. And here we are with 21 seconds left in the first half, and it's a 6-point football game, Jack.
Keith, before we got on the air, you were talking about it. You said this is those times where you can't let off the gas pedal. You got to put them away, and you were right. How prophetic. 21-15, 20 seconds left. So what are they going to do here, Keith? Just take a return, take a knee, take it to the –
I think so. I think we get to the half. I mean, Jack –
North Little Rock won the toss. They'll get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, so we talked at the beginning of this. We were going to kind of go through some of our just pregame conversation. North Little Rock's 0-2 on the year. They have only scored 22 points total on the year. Excuse me, Jack. 13 points. 13 points total games on the year. So they're averaging 6.5 points a game.
Well, their defense got them 1 touchdown there. So their offense has still only scored 1. There's going to be a little pooch kick. It's going to be recovered by the Rockets. Guy Webb there to catch that kickoff. And
nice catch.
Nice catch. Ball will be spotted at the Rocket 35-yard line. 21 seconds left in this first half. Going to be interesting to see what we try to do here.
I don't look for much here.
No. Not after what just happened.
No.
Again, Rocket defenses, this score does not indicate to be honest, the lopsidedness of what's going on. I don't think North Little Rock has but a couple first downs in this first half and a couple freak plays, and they're still in this game.
Right.
England in the shotgun. He's going to scramble to his right. He's looking down. He's just going to put his head down and going to go try to get out of bounds, and he'll step out about the 44-yard line. 13 seconds left.
Surprising. I actually just saw us kind of being lazy and taking it down to the end of the first half, but good for the coach. See if they can get him in position to maybe make a long pass. Jack, you were talking about first and second quarter. We do want to thank Arkansas Cardiology and Centennial Bank for sponsoring our first half.
Absolutely. Here we go. 13 seconds left. England rolls to his right. He's going to throw a low pass. It kind of bounced. Plafkin over there was the –
It is. He's thrown a couple of shoestring passes that Plafkin has pulled off the turf and made some great catches. But
yeah, that one was a little low there. That's going to bring up third down, 2 yards to go. 9 seconds left in this. Keys, he got an arm to reach the end zone if he had time?
I don't know.
That's a long pass from there. 65 yards from where he'd be throwing, probably. There's the give to Lewis. Rocket's going to keep it simple on this third down play. Be enough for the first down. It'll stop the clock with 5 seconds left in the half.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Players are headed.
Game clock will start, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. Your Catholic High Rockets are leading 21-15 over the North Little Rock Charging Wildcats here at
Thank goodness. I need a break.
Stadium.
I am worn out.
Well, Keith, since we are live, and we got to play a little catch up. I know there were several things went on at the school this week that you wanted to share. If you could share some of that with us.
You bet. I hate to go off the air and folks not think we're on the air. We've school's had a lot going on. For starters, today was ring mass, Jack, and as you and I both know, ring mass is arguably one of the biggest days that we ever have at Catholic High. And what is so cool, we were talking to Mr. A-Day just a few minutes ago, and it looks like they're going to put a couple seconds back on the clock here.
They did put 2 seconds. I wanted you to continue this. We talked about this before the game, ring mass. Here we go. 2 seconds left in the half. England back. He's going to look up field, and he's wisely just going to chunk it out of bounds. No reason to take any chances, and that'll get us to halftime.
There we go.
Please continue about ring mass.
Ring mass. It's just one of the neatest days. It's one of the, the senior moms get to come in. They get to sit in the gym and be a part of the ceremony. It's for what 50, 60, 70 years, the ceremony's essentially been the same. There's a speaker. Today it happened to be Principal Dempsey was the speaker. For years there's been a passage from Pat Conroy's book, The Lord of the Rings. Not The Lord of the Rings. It escapes me in the moment, but read a passage from Pat Conroy's book, which was one of Father Tribou's favorite authors. And he, of course, attended the Citadel and Lords of Discipline. There we go. Anyhow, and the senior ring mass, one of the things I think, and you and I talked about this, the ring that we have is the same thing that these boys today are getting 40 plus years later.
My son wore my ring.
Yeah, they're exactly the same. We talk about how Catholic High is not a school of statistics. We don't do statistics on our players because it's not about the individual. And what's so cool about our ring is it's exactly the same. It's about the school. It's about the brotherhood. And that, I think, all of us can appreciate. So
I always thought that was unique because other schools, you could pick which ring you wanted for your senior ring. But at Catholic, it's one ring every class, every year, as long as the school's been there. I think that's remarkable. That's
right.
It gives me chills talking about it.
My brothers and I, our brothers in the 70s and the early 80s, and then us in the late 80s, we all have the exact same ring.
Yeah. My son, again,
how cool is that?
That is, there's nothing else like it.
Yeah. So, big day. So, senior ring mass today.
Congrats to those seniors.
Yeah, Catholic had the first ever Monsignor Frederick trap shoot.
About that.
Yeah. So that went on today and had a great turnout. Class of 1980 fielded a team. Those guys were the winners, so congrats to them. Thanks for everybody for coming out to that. A couple other things just to talk about. We've got the homecoming picnic coming up. That is October 11th. So anybody that wants to come back, I know there's a lot of reunions coming up. October 11th, homecoming picnic. That'll be here at Catholic at War Memorial. And, of course, the night that precedes that, we'll have the alumni dinner.
Right.
Looks to be a sellout, packed house. We'll have Coach Cal coming down.
John Calipari.
Yeah, rarely have a speaker for this. Usually it's just Mr. Stracely and Father Fred, but we were blessed to be able to get
I can't wait to be at that one.
Yeah, a good Catholic and Coach Cal, and he's going to come down, and that'll be exciting. I think he'll get us all revved up. That'll be right before the Razorback season starts.
That's right. We get him right before. That's right.
One other thing, classmate of my oldest brother, Mike, his classmate, Kevin Cressy, that statue of Father Tribou that's out front.
Yes.
He created that statue. His Johnny Cass statue will debut at the U.S. Capitol later this month. It's an 8-foot statue. It's 1,200-pound bronze statue of Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
So love Johnny Cash.
How cool is that? Catholic High guys putting that statue or building that statue, and it's going to be there in Washington. So a couple of good things going on. Also, just want to thank Jerry Jones, Class 88, for hosting us last week, and his father and Stephen Jones and Jerry for coming up and doing our job for us.
They were very gracious hosts. They enjoyed having him up and having him share his experience of going to Catholic High again, all this stuff, we talk about this stuff, and it still gives me chills. As a 55-year-old man, he talks about having a picture of Father Tribou on his desk.
Yeah.
And how much that meant to him. And that, again, that's what makes me be proud to be part of this program.
Really, really cool. So, yeah, just a lot going on. It was something really, really cool. My brother just texted me that how special his senior ring was to him as well. So, I think every one of us has a story about our senior rings. Pat, I won't share your story, you moron. But anyway,
well, there's moments like that at that school that you remember. Obviously, remember getting my senior ring. I obviously remember what few interactions I had with Father Tribou. But if I could, just for 1 minute, because we've got some time to kill, I do want to share my favorite Catholic High story. You remember when your father comes to Mass. So it's a big tradition at Catholic High. Father, senior Mass, and all the seniors get to go have lunch with their fathers. Well, my father was out of town that day, and so not wanting to miss my one time in 4 years to get to go enjoy an off-campus lunch, I went with friends. Well, it turns out the Catholic High faculty seldom left campus either, and we happened to see some teachers. Had pizza that day. These are teachers I didn't even have. They just knew I was a student, obviously. When I got back to school, I got called to Father Tribou's office, and I thought, you can imagine when you get summoned to Father Tribou's office, I'm going through the whole list of things I could have possibly done to be called in there.
And that could have been a lot back then.
It could have been a lot. And I go into his office, and he says, "Mr. Clark, sit down." And I sit down, and he said, "I understand your father wasn't here today." And I just looked at him funny, and I thought, "What?" He said, "Yeah, I just wanted to make sure everything's okay at home." And these are two teachers. I wasn't even one of their students. Went back to the school and said, "Father, reach out to Jack Clark. Make sure everything okay." And It was. But that's my favorite Catholic High memory right there. That's when I knew I was a part of something special. So thank you, Catholic High. Thank you, Father Tribou.
Yeah, it's a special place. And that ring is it's the one thing that connects so many things about us. It's the outward sign, but there's so many inward signs and so many stories that we all share. So it's a neat day. And I know a lot of moms were probably teary-eyed. I was able to speak at the ring mass about 10 years ago, and my father spoke at it about 12 years ago, and I still read the speech that my father gave. My wife and I read it just the other night. It just, man, what a neat deal. So we've
got a lot of our student helpers up here coming in, getting the free pizza, getting their drinks, making a little noise. Keith, we're just kind of ad-libbing right now because we haven't been on the air for pretty much the whole game. So
Jack, it's our first home game. Look at the crowd over there.
Nice crowd tonight. Frankly, didn't expect to see this many people here. It's a hot night. You and I have kept the windows closed. It's hot. I tried to open them earlier, and it just became a sauna in here within seconds. So.
Yeah, we're kind of spoiled. We were in 66 degrees down in Frisco, so –
every bit of 66 degrees.
Yeah. Well, look, we got a big football game going on tonight. Rockets are 2-0. This is our last real warm-up before we start conference play.
Next week, El Dorado here at home.
That's right. So back-to-back home games, and we gotta tighten it up here, Jack. This team that we're playing, they're 0-2. But
they're playing like they believe in themselves right now. A couple of big plays, and we talked about that. That was really going to be their only chance. Had we had a little bit on the air, we were going to share that. Is a big part of their success tonight is going to be the big play. And boy, they've got two of them already.
It really, really is. They've got three basic modes of making a play. They've got a quick pass, a couple of pretty explosive receivers. If that doesn't work, then they're going to try a couple of maybe a reverse or a jet sweep, something like that. And what we've seen of the two previous games that you and I both have watched, if those two options don't work, they're going to look up and it's 3rd and 9 or it's 3rd and 12 because they don't have a great pass protection. And, they find themselves in a lot of trouble. And that's why they've scored so few points this year.
Well, they really dodged a bullet, Rocket fans, earlier in the second quarter. Rockets punted the ball. It was spotted at the 1-yard line. A couple plays later, the Rocket defenders have the North Little Rock quarterback wrapped up in the end zone, clear safety, and he wiggles out and runs it 100 yards for a touchdown. Thankfully, there was a holding on the play, but boy, Keith, that close to really demoralizing the other team. Safeties hurt.
Right.
Because you score points and you get the ball back.
Right.
So, North Little Rock's caught a couple breaks here. I still feel like the Rockets, if the defense can show up here in this third quarter, let's get a 3-and-out, get the ball back. Let's get back to Rocket football. I feel pretty good about the game.
Sure. We're up 21-8. We're driving the ball. We're just on a 4th and 2, and we do the
jumbo formation.
The jumbo, and we get down. We get 8-10, and we're driving forward for 11, 12 yards, and then we get stripped, and they
score a touchdown.
Score a touchdown on an 80-yard strip. So, they have not put together a solid drive. Our defense, for the third consecutive game, has played extremely well. They've given up a couple of passes tonight, but what we can't do, North Little Rock's got about 3 guys. When these guys get in space, they're going to be trouble for any and everybody. So we just got to really contain those guys. Number 3, Tony Wilkins. Number 2, Jontavius James. These guys are trouble. I don't care who you are. You get those 2 guys into space, they're going to get away from you. Number 9, Simeon Trotter. These are guys we got to watch out for. So those are the guys that are going to be trouble for the Rockets in the second half. If we can contain those guys and we can get a pass rush in there, which we've done, we've missed a couple. We've arm tackled instead of body tackled.
Yeah, a few missed tackles there to really could have ended some drives for North Little Rock.
Yep. So there's 10 minutes and 20 seconds left in this halftime.
Take us a little 5-minute break and
we
come
will.
back. All right.
We will. We actually got to watch a little football and sit up here and drink a bunch of water and Coke.
First time we've done that, just to watch the game.
Yeah, so we're going to step away for just a minute. If you would, take a look and see these sponsors that we hadn't been able to mention for a second. We'll be back here in about 5 minutes.
Proudly, we speak your name.
Proudly wear your colors.
For the memories, Aziz.
We hold so very dear.
On behalf of Arkansas Cardiology and the entire Catholic High family, we would like to say,
Go
Rockets!
Catholic High class of 1988.
And I'm Philip Domboski, class of 2017.
And we're inviting you to come shop with us at Stanley Hardware in North Little Rock. Come see us this fall and let us take care of all your hardware needs. Go Rockets.
From all of us here at Shackelford Road Vet Clinic in the class of 97, go Rockets!
open or close them, Keith? What do you want to do here? All right, we are back, Rocket fans.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, we got 2 minutes.
There we go. I grabbed the wrong red headset there. Now I'm on the correct headset.
Okay, there you go.
Now we are back, Rocket fans. We've got just under 2 minutes left in this halftime. Both teams are running back out on the field. Rockets holding on to a 21-15 lead here. They'll be kicking off the ball. North Little Rock won the coin toss, deferred to the second half, so the Rockets will have to put the defense on the field first. There we are on the big screen there, Keith. Wave to yourself. There you are. How about that?
Our good friend Eric down there.
Thank you to Eric. See that?
Yep.
Yeah. Speaking of Eric, I want to give a big thanks to, again, we do this every week, but Eric Hendon and Eric Kafka, who have really given a lot of time, especially Eric Kafka has given so much of his time. He's basically set up an office at your office for the last month.
They have.
And has taught us how to, not tonight, but the gear that we use on the road games, basically taught us how to use it all. And if, like you said, if we'd had to do this on our own, we'd be on page 2 today. So thank you to those guys.
Yeah, these guys have been a big help. Craig Farrell, the whole team, everybody has pitched in. And, you know, the folks who try to watch our stream at home are thinking, man, these guys aren't that good, and it's the quality's pretty bad. It'd be much worse without the help of these guys, but and we're getting better. So tonight had nothing to do with anything other than
internet,
a Wi-Fi connection here at the stadium. So it's good to know that these problems don't just follow us on the road. They actually happen.
And you know what? I was so grateful because y'all were sorting them all out, and I was just watching a football game.
Yeah,
there was nothing for me to do but just sit back and be patient.
It's the first time the two of us have actually been able to just relax and watch a football game. And, man, what a first half. Thought it was going to just end as almost as a fairy tale. And North Little Rock, man, credit to those guys. They kept hustling. It'd be easy after kind of they pretty much got outplayed up and down the field, but they kept hustling, and credit to those guys. I mean, they've come back and made a game out of it.
40 seconds left in the half. We're about to just potentially score a demoralizing touchdown, and all of a sudden we're just one score up.
Right. So we've got to come out and set the tone at the beginning of this third quarter. Our defense, which have been really impressive throughout these first 2.5 games, this defense has done a good job tonight. Keeping in mind they've only given up 8 points.
Right. A couple of missed tackles in that second quarter contributed to one of those Wildcat touchdowns, but
they're disrupting. They're getting in the backfield. They're in the right spot, but these guys have just got to wrap up. These types of teams, there's a lot of athletes. North Little Rock's a big school. They got 2,000 kids at this school. These are good athletes. They're quick. They're elusive. You can't arm tackle. You got to get a body on these guys.
I think we talked about this last year, Keith. North Little Rock, the team, you always want to play them early in the year because by Game 7, Game 8, Game 9, they figured out what works and they've gotten good at it. And the Rockets, fortunately, get to play them early every year.
You're right.
We play them early in the season, so.
You're exactly right. You know, we had that conversation about Texarkana. First game, they lost a handful of games early in their season, and then they rattled off 5 or 6 straight at the end of their year. So that's what North Little Rock has typically done over the last few years.
Rockets still yet to play a conference game. This will be the third and last non-conference game for them this year, again next week. Rockets will be here at home against El Dorado, try to avenge last year's disappointing loss against El Dorado. Keith, that was a game I thought we had in the bag, and just kind of like last quarter.
Yeah, and, you know, we've played North Little Rock so many times we forget they're still 7A, we're 6A. These guys have moved up. They've got a interesting schedule ahead of them. They've got PA and Conway and Southwest and Little Rock Christian and Central and Bryant and Cabot. That's a schedule we're used to playing.
Right.
So that's the road ahead of North Little Rock after this weekend.
Well, both special teams are onto the field. Rockets are getting ready for this kickoff.
Jack, I'm going to say it for you.
Right.
Well, here we go. We got about 18 seconds.
David Bald will line up to kick the ball for the Rockets. They are just going to allow this last few seconds to tick off the clock, and we are back to football. All right, now it feels normal again, Keith.
It does. Well, here we go.
Here we go. There's the kick. Be the first one they kick deep. Be caught at the 8-yard line. Looking for some space. Bunch of Rockets there.
Got to
Boy,
contain
he's
him.
trying. Nice. Braxton Burks down there to push him out of bounds. The North Little Rock returner
Good
just
job.
trying to find that edge, and the Rockets, good job of containing him.
Yeah, good job just stringing him out straight down the sideline.
North Little Rock will take over here, 1st and 10. They'll have the ball. The ball will be spotted at the 22-yard line to start. The rosters they provided us, Keith, it's
Yeah,
need a
these are-
microscope to read these names.
Right. Jack, so we'll keep an eye on number 2 and number 3, these wideouts.
Here we go. 1st and 10 for North Little Rock.
Oh,
Ball's on the ground. And the quarterback is going to be buried and dropped for a loss. Wow. Great job by the Rocket defense. Sawyer Bagby was the first one there, Keith. You mentioned his name earlier. He's one of the first people in that backfield every time.
He's come on these last couple of weeks. He's a guy that's just disrupting. He's chasing them down, and we were talking about it early in the first half. He is just on the warpath chasing and then really helping out Black Oaken, who's able to come in and come over the top and make some sacks. So
that's going to be a loss of 7 after that, Keith. Looked like the ball hit the ground and the quarterback picked it up and never saw Bagby coming. He just buried him. Well, here we go. 2nd and 17 coming up for North Little Rock. It's like,
I think there may not have been set.
do we have a flag? The delay. Game. That'll back him up another 5 yards. Going to make it 2nd and
about 20.
Yeah, 22. Wow. This is where you want it. This is what the Rocket defense wanted to do was.
So we saw in the first half, if this quarterback gets some time, they kind of went after Walter Menifee. They kind of went man on man. Walter's, got one hand kind of wrapped up pretty good. They were able to get some time, and they took number 3, took him deep, got Walter twisted around a little bit in the first half, and Tony Wilkins was able to really just make he had a little time deep and kind of make a cut. They got the ball lofted up.
Here we go. 2nd down. That ball's well overthrown. Rockets had 2 defenders covering on that play. The pass was intended for number 2, Jontavius James, but that ball was about 5 yards overthrown. Brings up 3rd down for North Little Rock.
It's a big play here.
Yeah, 1 of 3 and out.
Yeah, we can talk about it. Their punter has, in the 2 games that you and I watched, I think he averages 20 yards or less.
Yeah, the Rockets are with a stop here will get great field position. Well, they're going to use every bit of that play clock. 10 seconds now on the play clock. They're just now running up to the line of scrimmage quickly. 5 seconds, 4 seconds on the play clock, and they'll get it off. Here comes the Rocket pass rush.
A lot of pressure.
There's a pass up field. And it's oh, wow. Thought it was going to be picked off. Garrett Mack was there. Looked like he had his hands on it, Keith. But
he did. Boy, he eyed the ball the whole way. He was playing back, just a deep safety position. He was in perfect place.
Keith, that just looked like kind of like a Hail Mary pass to me. Just throw it up and hope your guy can get it.
Yeah, they just wanted to go speed and just see if they could just run up under it.
Well, that'll bring up 4th down.
Jack, we mentioned this, you and I just kind of having a conversation earlier. It's been a lot of years that we've been able to see Rocket defensive backs, our corners and our safeties, really stay step for step with these offensive guys with speed.
Big, tall guys. There's the kick. Looks like
Plafkin's-
it's going to go straight out of bounds.
Yeah, ball's going to be on the 43.
We'll take it. Rockets will take over 1st and 10, be their first possession of the second half. Want to add to this lead.
That's the exact thing you want at the beginning of the fourth quarter, or excuse me, the third quarter. Speaking of the third quarter.
Yeah, I want to be sure and thank Shackelford Road Veterinary Clinic for sponsoring our third quarter this season, all season. Thank you so much for your support of Catholic High. Well, here we go. Rockets take over 1st and 10. Jackson England, your Rocket quarterback. He's in the shotgun. There's the give to Noel Lewis and looks for some space. And once again, Keith could easily be dropped for a yard loss and goes and gets you 3.
Yeah, that's a guy that if it's the choice of trying it to go wide or just turning and go north and south, you know every time he's going to go north and south.
Going to make it. They say 2nd and 8 on the scoreboard. It looks more like 2nd and 7 from here, Keith. Well, 7.5.
I'll give you that.
There we go. Once again, the give to Noel Lewis, and he's running hard. He's going to pick up another. Not a good spot
he
there.
He didn't get a great spot.
Looked like he'd gotten about 5 yards, and they're only going to give him credit for 2. Brings up 3rd down. Clock moving. 9 minutes, 40 seconds left in this third quarter. I want to see some flash from the Rockets here. Here we go. England back. Empty backfield. There's a quick
Plafkin.
pass out to Plafkin, but boy, he caught the ball a yard short of the first down. Going to bring up 4th down, Keith. 4th and 1.
We went jumbo last time and got about 16 yards. Of course, got the ball stripped.
And gave up an 80-yard touchdown. I like going for it here. I like our offensive line. I like the jumbo play here once again. It's bodies on bodies, and here we go. And wow, this time, Keith, I don't think he got it.
He did not.
Boy, they're still struggling, but Rockets are going to turn it over on downs here. Credit to the North Little Rock defensive line there. The last time they really got pushed around when we ran that play, and this time, no gain.
Nope. You know what's interesting? We've run that play. Every time we've run the exact play, we will set ourselves up one of these days for
a pass off that.
Yeah, quick tight end, just a dump right down.
Well, when we did run a pass off that, it was the game-winning touchdown pass against Texarkana, if you recall. That was pretty. They had everybody in the stadium thinking we were lining up for a field goal.
That is true.
Great play call by the Rocket coaches. Well, here we go. 1st and 10 for North Little Rock. Ball's at their 41-yard line.
Quick pass. There it is.
Quick pass out in the flat. It's going to be caught about the 40. He's looking for a little room. Several Rocket defenders there. Bo Bradford there. Jake Blackoak in there on the tackle. They'll give him credit for about 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
So that's kind of what we talk about. They'll try that quick hitter. That works. Then they might go to some kind of misdirection. Maybe a jet sweep, something like that. They might come right back with a pass like that. But that's really what they want. They want to get some.
There's 2nd down. Nice blocking up front by the flag on the play. He's going to. Bo Bradford tackled him after about a 10-yard gain, but there is a flag back on the 45-yard line. We'll wait and see.
Holding offense number 6. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. 2nd down.
That'll help the Rockets. That'll back them up 10 yards, Keith.
You didn't give me any credit for the visual aid I was giving you. I teed you up for it. I was sitting there giving
My
you
spotter says it was a hold.
There you go. I gave you the holding sign the whole way, and you just went mute on me.
My bad.
It's when you say, Keith,
I'm moving slow. It's all that pizza we had earlier. Well, here we go. 2nd and 15 coming up for North Little Rock. 8 minutes left in this third quarter. Here we go. There's the give to Williams, and nothing there. Rockets stuff that play.
Here we are again.
Brock Hatchett in there on the tackle.
3rd and long. This is Rocket defense right here. We really have got to just stand up here, get the ball right back.
Keith, I love seeing the Rockets rotate defenders just almost on every play. That's just, it's got to keep fresh legs in there, right?
Yeah. We talked about that last week. It's great having this depth early in the season.
Here we go. Big play coming up for North Little Rock. There's a pass out in the flats and going to go off his fingertips and go out of bounds.
Jack, I've only counted one time in maybe the last 10 passes he's thrown to his left.
Yeah,
he's
thrown
right.
right every time.
Yeah.
Menifee covering on there. Brings up 4th and 14 for North Little Rock. So the Rocket defense so far so good in this second half. Wonder what they're going to do. They're kind of in this.
He's back in that quick kick again.
Rockets aren't going to send anyone back.
Oh.
There's a bad snap. Want to be a high kick. It's going to take a charging Wildcat bounce and be marked down at the 18-yard line. The Rockets will take over 1st and 10. Keith, he got a good bounce on that punt.
He sure did.
You know, the snap landed on the ground and everybody just sort of froze.
Yeah.
They weren't expecting that. But the Rocket defense holds.
Yeah, another good stand by the defense.
Boy, the Rocket offense looked really salty in the first quarter and not a lot since then. Quarter and a half. Here we go. England in the shotgun. He's going to roll to his right. Lots of space in front of him. There's a quick pass out to Hayden Rofe. And, boy, Keith, he catches the ball. He just turns those jets on. He does not look as fast as he is. And
he really does. He was running towards Plafkin. I thought Plafkin might be able to get a little pick for him.
Rockets will get 9 on that play. Nice pass from Jackson England. Having another nice game, Keith.
Jackson has been solid. A couple of passes have been low to Plafkin, but other than that, everything has been on point. Look
Here
at this
we go.
run.
Here
Look
comes
at this
Noah
run.
Lewis running to the right. He's stiff-arming and pounding, and he's going to be brought down at the 40-yard line. Nice run by the Rocket running back. Davian Withers there on the tackle. But that'll move the chains, Keith.
Jack, he's running like 80s kind of football. I mean, he is just Earl Campbell. You know, he would rather run over you than run out of bounds.
He is a big back. Took the helmet off the defender, too, watching that replay.
Had a conversation with Mark Tarnowski today, and I said, do you remember David Hope back on our 80s teams? And he just – that's what he reminds me of, just a big back that just wants to run at you, not around – or not – he doesn't want to go around you. He wants to run at you.
Go through you.
Yeah.
Hey,
he'll make you pay.
Once again, thanks to our third quarter sponsor, Shackleford Road Veterinary Clinic. Thank you for your support. Third quarter all season for the Rockets. Well, here we go. Fresh set of downs for the Rockets. 1st and 10. The ball's at the 39-yard line. England back at quarterback. He's got Noah Lewis to his left. 3 receivers to his right. England back looking to
good
pass.
protection. Look at that.
A lot of room and
nice decision.
Sort of fakes pass. Look at that. Solid play by the Rocket quarterback.
Jack, we talk about first down. I mean, look at that yardage on first down.
Going to get 7, 8. What will they give him? 8 yards on that.
That's, yeah. There's 2 left. So that's 8.
I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
I love that on first down. Really opens up the whole playbook now.
It does.
Here we go. 2nd and 2. There's the give to Lewis. He's got a lead blocker out in front of him. And wow, nice job by the Rocket running back. And look at the big man downfield, Cameron Swift, 25 yards downfield, lead blocking for him. Love it.
Jack, these linemen. Man, I just love this offensive line this year.
Great job by the
You know, we lost
Rocket
a lot of offensive linemen last year.
One of them's playing for the Hogs.
That's right.
Alex Johnson. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Rockets. There's the give to Lewis once again. And, boy, he's running hard. And once again, running behind
5
big
yards.
number 77, Cameron Swift. Boy, he's making some holes for his running backs.
This is the drive you need. Now, look, like you said, he's had a couple of hard runs. Here comes the sophomore Luke coming in here, Luke Burdine. And we will not miss a step. Luke will run at you.
I like it.
Rocket fans, get to know Luke Burdine. You're going to love this kid.
5 minutes, 30 seconds left in this third quarter. Rockets driving, have the ball on the North Little Rock 30-yard line. England's got, who is that behind him? Is that Burdine behind him?
I just said, get to know Luke
and
Burnine.
there he is, and boy, he's fighting hard. He's going to get a couple yards out of that. You're right, Keith. He runs hard.
Not just here from our radio boys.
Bardine will get credit for, they'll give him about 1.5 yards. Brings up 3rd and 4 coming up here.
Yeah, this is actually a big down, Jack. We've had a good drive here. We don't need it to stall out. I like it.
There's the fake handoff, and he's
Look
got
at
a
that.
receiver downfield.
Oh, beautiful pass.
Touchdown, Rockets. Braxton Burks. Keith, that's his 3rd touchdown of the game right there. 3 touchdowns. Beautiful play call.
Jack, that play action fake was perfect.
Nice throw from Jackson, England.
Oh, are you kidding me? That's the 2nd celebration penalty they've called tonight.
There's a flag.
I believe it's on.
Keith, I've got Jackson, England with 4 passing touchdowns tonight. Nice game for the Rocket quarterback. We're going to wait on the sideline warning against
this one's on the defense. Okay. We got one early in the game. Braxton Burks got a unsportsmanlike for a celebration. I was concerned that was going to happen again.
So do they? I guess they'll assess this on the kickoff.
Yes. Going for 2.
There's a give to Noah Lewis, and boy, just nothing there. Well defended by North Little Rock.
And not Noel's strength trying to go wide.
No. Well, the Rockets will get 6 out of it, Keith. They're going to 27-15 take this lead. We'll take it.
Yeah, and an important drive there, Jack. I mean, we needed to kind of take control again. Defense has done its job. They had 2 solid stands, put North Little Rock in some
in the second possession, they had it at midfield.
Yeah. Put them in some really tough 3rd down situations. They held them up, forced 2 punts back-to-back. First one, offense didn't really, put much together, but this second one, they put a really solid drive, went all the way down, and then Jackson just sealed the deal with a beautiful play-action fake. I mean, just froze the linebacker, and Braxton just ran a perfect route, got some separation.
Tough catch, too, over his shoulder like that.
Man, it was – and the ball was perfectly placed.
Well, nice series there for the Rocket offense, particularly Jackson, England. Nice series there for him. Had a lot of smart plays in that. A couple of keepers. First down play, got 9 yards. Well, here we go. There's the kickoff. It's going to be caught about the 24-yard line. He's going to try to cross field, and
he's got a little bit of a wall.
Boy, there was looked like a tackle right in front of the referee. No call there. He's going to be pushed out of bounds about midfield, where North Little Rock's going to have some good field position to start on this one, Keith. Where are they going to spot that? It's like they're going to spot it at the 44-yard line of North Little Rock.
Yep.
Well, here we go. The Rocket defense has been pretty solid tonight. Let's see if they can keep that going. 4 minutes, 37 seconds left in this 3rd quarter.
Wow. Flag just came down late.
I did not even see what just happened. We're a long ways from there.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
These penalties are starting to.
I thought I saw that and was surprised that the play carried through.
I thought I had some binoculars up here. They seem to have disappeared. Oh, there they are. Our student assistants have stolen my binoculars and set them on the other side there. Well, here we go. 1st and 15 coming up for North Little Rock. Boy,
looks like
it looked
motion
like,
again.
Yeah, running back took off a little early there.
Rockets are doing that shift that they've done a couple of times.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
create some havoc on the interior line of North Little Rock.
Yeah, North Little Rock not helping themselves right now. It's 2 penalties in a row.
They shifted left, and then the linebackers came up just kind of showing blitz, and it was just a little too much for those North Little Rock linemen.
Thank you, Hayden. Got my Hayden Seabree, our live stream super student that helps us with everything. He's living the dream tonight in the production studio. So good for him. He's been running the
There's
instant
that little
replay.
jet sweep. There it is.
All right, he's got some blocking upfield. Rockets need a
Nice
tackle by, who was that? Good job by
That
Brock
Hatchett?
Hatchett. Yeah, that was Brock Hatchett there on the tackle. Look, the Rockets gave up about 10-12, but still brings up 3rd and long coming up for North Little Rock.
I think it's second down, Jack.
Second down?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
All
They had
those
a-
penalties.
That's right. Rockets make some substitutions on the defensive line. Bring some fresh bodies in. Here we go. Second down coming up for North Little Rock. Quarterback's back to pass. He's got a receiver open in the flats.
Got to make that tackle. Oh.
Uh-oh. Boy, Rockets really need to
Yeah, that's the thing.
tighten up. Bunch of missed tackles there, Keith.
That's what we're talking about. When these guys get in space, that's where we put ourselves in a real precarious situation.
That's the first time he's thrown to his left,
Mhm.
Keith.
Yeah, we cannot afford to miss an open field tackle.
No.
They're quick.
Black Oaken once again there on the tackle. Bo Bradford was in there as well. Boy, I've said those two guys' names a lot tonight. You know, Keith, these senior Rockets this year, going back to sophomores, they've won a lot of games.
Play clock's ticking down.
3 seconds, 2 seconds. They're just going to get it off. There's the pitch to the charging Wildcat running back. There's a hold right in front of them. Wow. Cannot believe they didn't call that.
Jack, that whole offensive mentality is just trying to get wide, get wide, get wide.
Walter Menifee just got tackled on the edge and no call. Bring up 2nd and 3 for North Little Rock. They're driving on the Rockets here. The ball's at the Rocket 22-yard line. Rocket defense needs to step up, make a play here. Here we go. Another quick pass. Couple more missed tackles, Keith. Boy, they really, really, really like throwing to Tony Wilkins.
Yeah, Jack, I mean, this is just the name of their game. Just quick hitters. If they're good there, if these things connect, they're not going to stop. It's just going to be just bam, bam, bam. Just keep going.
1st and 10 coming up for North Little Rock. Will Jones, he's rolling to his left. He's looking for somewhere to throw the ball. He throws across his body. Oh, he had.
Yeah, that.
Wow, he had him in the end zone.
I'll be honest with you. We're very fortunate. Garrett Mack came in. He came in hard, and the receiver stopped, and Garrett kind of bumped into him.
Keith, that was a good throw.
Yeah. Garrett got an arm. Put his arm around him.
Yeah, could have been a pass interference on that.
It truly, I mean, you know, if I'm calling it square, I think Garrett had a little pass interference.
Well, after that incompletion, will make it 2nd and 10. Ball's on the Rocket 12-yard line. North Little Rock, not much of a kicking game, so I think it's touchdown or nothing for these guys.
Correct.
Here we go. There's the give.
Oh, my goodness. That's a good tackle.
Big running back for North Little Rock, number 34, Centonio Dikis. Love that name.
Jackson Barron. Jack, we've seen more helmets come off tonight than we may be setting an all-time record. I think about Coach Pilcher. He would have duct taped a helmet on. It was never coming off the second time.
Well, here we go, 3rd and 4. North Little Rock has a chance to get another first down here. Oh,
wow.
Quarterback's going to Jones. Boy, he takes a shot at the 2-yard line.
He sure did. I mean, he was.
Give him credit. He recovered from it and managed to get down to the 1-yard line where North Little Rock will take over 1st and goal from the 1.
Goodness.
Nice play by the North Little Rock quarterback there.
But that's the thing. That's the hit.
Boy.
It wasn't a tackle. You can't make a hit. You have to make a tackle.
Yeah, Walter Menifee, boy, he gave him a shot, but he just sort of bounced off it. 2 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. Rockets trying to make a goal line stand here to hang on to this 12-point lead. Here we go, 1st and goal for North Little Rock.
Oh, that's awesome.
Will Jones, he drops the ball. He's looking for anywhere to go. He throws it. I'm not even sure that was a pass play, Keith.
I'm not sure exactly what was going on there.
It was a broken play, and Jones sort of scrambled to his left, and I thought it was a running.
In any other situation, if there was some space between the line of scrimmage and the end zone,
that would have been a,
illegal man downfield.
Credit to the North Little Rock quarterback getting out of a jam. Brings up 2nd and goal.
It's interesting. They have no interest in just going upfield.
There we go. There's the give to big number
that's
34
why.
and nothing doing there.
Loss.
The Rocket defense. Wow. Dykus once again, and boy, he got hit hard right at the line of scrimmage. And
you know, this is the team. Their entire mindset is get wide, quick pass, jet sweep, and they have 1 yard to go.
Yeah, and they're going to lose one on that.
And they're
play,
struggling
Keith.
with their offensive identity right now.
Well, here we go. Big 3rd down play coming up for North Little Rock. The Rocket defense trying to hold them out of the end zone. Jones is back in the shotgun. He's going to throw, and he threw it right towards the referee, and
the ref is part of the field, so
he is.
He became a defender for us.
Once again, trying to throw to Wilkins, and the back judge just sort of got tangled up, and boy, he just threw the ball right at the referee. Excuse me, that wasn't Wilkins. That was Jontavius James. Well, here we go. Big play. Huge play coming up for both teams. 4th down, 2 yards to go. 1 minute left in this 3rd quarter.
Jack, play clock's rolling.
15 seconds on the play
They've
clock.
been slow getting plays in.
I think they're going to call a timeout here, Keith. 8 seconds left. They're rushing up to the line of scrimmage. Jones, he's not even lined up behind center. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. North Little Rock's wisely going to take a timeout. Keith, I don't think they were real certain on what play they wanted to call. Rocket defense is fired up as they come off the field.
Jack, I'm not convinced they're not going to try and throw a quick pass.
I know. Running has not been that effective. Rocket defense has really stiffened up here towards the goal line. With 1 minute left in the 3rd quarter, this is an important play for North Little Rock. If they get, this has got to sting if they don't score some points.
Absolutely.
Here. Yeah, they've got a lot invested in this drive.
Well, we've got to focus on their strengths. Obviously,
2 and 3.
Correct. 2, 3, and 9 have been kind of their go-to guys. Jontavius James, Tony Wilkins, and Simeon Trotter. Those have been the 3 guys.
Those are great football names.
They are.
Well, here we go. Both teams are back onto the field after that timeout. 4th down, 2 yards to go. Big play coming up for North Little Rock here. Both teams are set. Looks like there's a little confusion. We got a flag down.
I'm giving you the signal here.
My spotter's telling me we've got illegal procedure.
Prior to the snap, ball start, offense, number 9, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Eagle eye, Keith Caldera spotted that from 60 yards away. Backs him up, makes it 4th and 7
This actually
now.
probably hurts the Rockets because it gives them the room to run that pass.
Here we go.
That's overthrown.
Wow. Incomplete pass. It was hard to see what happened. 2 Rockets covering. The Rockets are going to hold.
That's
wow.
a huge turnover.
Play, huge play. That's got a sting on the North Little Rock sideline. That penalty with the ball at the 2-yard line. Look at that. Watching the replay. Great job by Garrett Mack there defending. Like he got a hand on the ball.
Jack, I think it's power football here. Get us some space. This team right now is a little deflated, and I think you just give them a dose of Noel Lewis right now.
I would support that. Here we go. Jackson England in the shotgun. There's the give to Lewis, and boy, he's running hard, running right at the North Little Rock defenders. Looks like he might have taken a shot on that play, Keith. He's getting up a little slow. They're going to give him credit for 3 yards, but he'll come out of the game. Let's hope he's okay. Burdine will check in, take his place. Yeah, he took a shot across his thigh. Keith, he's going to come to the sideline, and Rocket trainers will look at him. Here we go, 2nd and 7 coming up. England with the give to Burdine, and boy, just nothing there. And boy, I think that's the 3rd or 4th time Burdine's helmet's come off, Keith. I think we are setting a record. 2nd Rocket running back off the field. Here comes Evan Scott. We'll check in. Correction.
No, that's Hayden Rofe.
Hayden Rofe checks in. I saw Evan Scott run down there, but Hayden Rofe will check in.
There's Evan Scott.
Here he comes. Rockets look like they're going to let this 3rd quarter wind down. We'll take this into the 4th quarter. 10 seconds left. The play clock and the game clock are
almost in sync.
Yeah.
There was a half.
I mean, it was a half second between the two. Wow. I wasn't sure how that was going to shake out. Well, the Rockets will take a 27-15 lead going into this 4th quarter. Big defensive stand right there. 3rd and 9 coming up as we start this 4th quarter. Keith, I'm going to turn it over to you real quick. Go grab a drink.
You bet. Well, we want to thank our 3rd quarter sponsor as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, Shackelford Road Vet Clinic. Thank you very much. And moving on to our 4th quarter, it's Stanley Hardware and Lumber. We thank you, Stanley Hardware. You've been our 4th quarter sponsor all year, and this is lining up to be a great 4th quarter. So this game started off, the Rockets came out. We put up a big 21-point advantage. It was 21-8. Rockets had the ball. They were driving. Looked like we were well on our way to adding to that 21-8 lead. Rockets had maneuvered the ball, working our way for a first down, get a strip. North Little Rock takes the ball, runs it back 80 yards, and suddenly as we're creeping towards the end of the first half, instead of adding to a 21-8 lead, North Little Rock takes it to 21-15.
And it's a game.
Yep. So here we are. We just wrap up the 3rd quarter where Catholic adds to that lead.
27-15 and they lead. Here we go. 3rd down, Keith. England back. He's got a
wide
man
open
downfield. Oh, great job by the North Little Rock defender.
That was fantastic. That was truly good defense. Carlos Zamora.
Nice play by the boy because he had Plavkin.
Sophomore.
Plavkin had him beat by about 2 steps. Nice play by the North Little Rock defense. I got to give credit where credit due. You got a hand on that, and that's a touchdown if he doesn't touch it.
I don't know if there's a lot more Jackson could have done.
It was a well-thrown pass. He just made a play.
It was. He timed it just right.
Well, a little pressure now on the Rocket special teams. Rocket punter will be kicking out of his own end zone. There's a good snap. Nice kick. North Little Rock blocked one last week, Keith. Oh, and that ball's going to bounce off somebody.
Get it.
Get on it. That ball hit somebody.
Dang.
I'd like to see a replay
I'm not
of that.
sure. The coaches weren't kind of going crazy, so I actually think it hit us.
You didn't jump out of the box, so you've had
That's
the eagle
true.
eye tonight. We're going to watch this replay here. Where did that ball hit?
Yeah, it hit our helmet.
us. Yeah. Good job by the officials. Well, 11:45 left in this Stanley Hardware 4th quarter. Thank you, Jeff Domboski, for sponsoring the 4th quarter this season. Thank you for supporting Catholic High. Here we go. Will Jones got his offense ready. He's lined up in the shotgun. Rockets trying to hold on to a 12-point lead.
That's good tackling.
That was Jontavius James. Keith, he looks like he's a threat anytime he touches it.
Yeah.
Going to give him credit for about a half yard.
Jack, we talk about their quarterback, Will Jones. I think he was all-conference baseball player.
Yeah, I understand he's a good baseball player. I heard that on the live stream from last week. There's a quick pass. Intended receiver was Tony Wilkins.
Tony just stopped, gave up on the route.
He did. Boy, and quickly.
I'd like to see us catch one of those.
Yeah. Boy, all of a sudden, 3rd and 9 coming up for
Yeah,
North
that's
Little Rock. They just, they've scored 15 on us, Keith, but other than one freak play, the offense just really hasn't been able to string together much. Credit to the Rocket defense. Here we go. Jones is back. Here comes the pass rush.
And nice defense.
Wow.
Nice defense.
Nice job by, who was that linebacker? Blackoken in there, got a hand on it. That intended receiver was Dykus. Well, he's a big target, isn't he? Here comes 4th down. It's 4th quarter, Keith. What are you going to do here?
He's going to throw. He's probably going to throw to his right, if I'm guessing.
Yeah.
That's his comfort zone.
Well.
No, he's back in that quick kick. When he brings them in tight, that's how he protects himself.
There's a nice
Let it get to the end zone.
It's going to roll into the end zone for a touchback. Great job by the Rocket defense. 3 and out.
Jack, that last play, number 28, Aiden Geyser, he put some pressure there on the quarterback that disrupted that throw. He's come on.
Lots of new names on this roster.
It really is. So we got ourselves out of a pickle. We were there deep. Couldn't do much with it, but it didn't cost us. We got a punt, didn't get to the 50. They didn't do anything. Now it's time for the Rockets to sustain a drive. We've got to put this game away.
Here we go. Jackson England back. He's going to throw out. He's got Braxton
Triple
Burks.
coverage.
Quadruple coverage. Burks with a nice catch. England with a perfect throw.
That combination's been there all night.
All night. That has been a deadly combination. Keith, I got to say, this has been one of Jackson England's best game as a Rocket quarterback. He has made really good decisions all night.
Last week he made some solid plays, but that run game was so open last week. We just didn't need a whole lot from Jackson other than game management.
Right.
He didn't have to pass much.
I think he went 9 for 12, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah.
To the snap, ball start, offense number 80, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
I'm going to get Ben Gassaway. Hate to call him out, but it's a great football name, Gassaway. I love that name. Brings up 2nd and 6, excuse me.
Yeah, just adding to what you mentioned about Jackson, last week he managed a really good game. He just didn't have any kind of flashiness to him because he didn't need it.
It wasn't needed, yeah. Here we go. England back in the shotgun. And there's he had Braxton Burks underneath. He threw it to Plafkin, and he's lucky Plafkin. Here we are telling him he's made good throws. That could have been picked off, and Plafkin wisely knocked it down.
Yeah, Plafkin kind of was half wide receiver and half defensive back on that play.
Yeah, great job by the Rocket receiver to make a wise play. And
Coach Cochran was lightly discussing with the ref, can I get a little help there? But I think he knew better than to push it.
Here it comes, 3rd down. England, he's going to use his
This
feet
is a big
this
play.
time, and here we go.
Look
He's
at the
got
block.
a
Did you see
lot
that
of
block?
room. Braxton Burks.
Braxton.
Once again.
God, I love those downfield blocks he finds.
He had him last week, too. He and Rofe.
Oh, I mean, that sprung a 1st down.
Great job by
Watch
both the Rocket receiver and the Rocket quarterback to make a good decision, get out of bounds. He doesn't get hit. Fresh set of downs.
That's the other thing. He made a nice run, and he didn't put himself in jeopardy.
Well, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Rockets. Ball's on the 38-yard line. There's the give to Lewis. He's back in the game. Well, he didn't get much there.
No. But when they start bottling up that middle as much as they are, I'd like to see those little crossing routes we did last week.
They're actually going to say lost a little bit on that play, Keith. About a half yard. Well, here we go. 2nd and we'll call it 10. England in the shotgun. He's going to roll to his right. He's looking downfield. He's going to throw well covered.
Yeah, that was going to be a tough pass no matter what.
Who was the intended receiver? Was that Plafkin?
It was.
Boy, he really likes throwing to Plafkin. Great coverage by the North Little Rock defense there. That would have just been a phenomenal catch if he'd been able to come down with that. Boy, and quickly, once again, Rockets 3rd and long here. Last time England used his legs. North Little Rock showing blitz.
I think there is pressure coming. What about a screen here?
Here comes the North Little Rock blitz. He's trying to get away and just nowhere to go. He's going to be sacked. They're going to be a loss of about 15 on that play, and that's going to end the Rockets' drive with 9 minutes. The clock is moving, a little over 9 minutes left in this fourth quarter, this Stanley Hardware fourth quarter. Keith, not much he could do there. I don't know how much he could do there. As soon as he got the ball, he had to run for his life. So
yeah, we talked about this a couple of times. Jackson gets in these situations and he's sprinting to his opposite side. That's not the side where he can comfortable
throw it.
passing.
Yeah, it'd be hard to throw it there.
So he's got to make the decision. Is he going to run or is he just going to throw the ball?
Oh, goodness gracious. Kick it out of the end zone. There you go. Bad snap on the special teams, and the Rocket punter wisely kicks it out of the end zone. North Little Rock's going to get a safety on that play, Keith. It's going to bring him within 10.
Still a 2-possession game.
First real mistake we've seen tonight from the Rockets. That was a
On the kicking team, result of the play is a safety.
Smart play by the punter.
Yeah. Because, if that's 6 points, now we're in a 1-possession game.
Correct.
So, great job.
That's good math.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice
Thank
work.
you. I took math.
I took counting.
Were you in Latin? Were you in the Latin track, or were you the French?
No,
I was French.
no, I was definitely Francais.
I was French, yeah. Okay. Me too. I don't feel so bad now.
No.
Well, here we go. The Rockets will.
We can actually advance the ball more here. I mean, we'll get a much better kick.
David Bald line up to kick this kickoff. Well, we need something deep right here, Keith. Something with a roll.
We hadn't been kicking them deep because
of their home run threats back there. There's going to be a wobbling, bouncing ball, and boy,
he was down.
Boy, the Rockets catch a break as soon as the returner picked. That was Kadarian Kennedy. That little bounce, Keith, made him lose his footing.
It did.
And he dropped a knee to the ground, so there'll be no return on that play. Rockets catch a break.
Yeah, 2 weeks in a row we've had a little help from the turf.
Yeah. 8 minutes, 37 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Rockets clinging to a 10-point lead.
Jack, if we can get a stop here, I really feel like our offense can get back in control, but it is going to be important to get a stop here.
The ball will be spotted at the 31. I hear Mike Glancy's voice in the stadium helping me with that.
We're still to the point that North Little Rock has scored 1 touchdown. They came into this game averaging 6.5 points.
Right. So statistically we're right where we're supposed to be.
Correct.
Well, here we go. New quarterback in for North Little Rock.
This is number 18.
Yeah. Here we go.
He's got an arm.
Oh, he's going to – oh, got to wrap him up.
There it is.
Boy, the Wildcat quarterback, I think 3 Rockets had a shot at him. To his credit, he's slippery.
Jack, this is shades of the first half. I mean, we are there. We've got
Just
1, 2, 3 defenders, but we have got to wrap up and make a tackle.
Boy, several Black Oaken was there. Olamy came in and made that tackle.
Aiden Geyser had 2 arms around him.
Excuse me, Sawyer Bagby. Here we go. After that sack, they'll lose 5, 6 yards. 2nd and 15 coming up. There's the give to the Wildcat running back. He's going to get 4 or 5. Rockets with a nice stop. Who was that? Bo Bradford there on the tackle. He's having a good season, Keith.
So 3rd and 11.
Well, it's been the story of the night for North Little Rock. 3rd and long, 2nd and long. So they've been their own worst enemy with the penalties, too. I've got them with at least 7 or 8 penalties tonight. Clock moving, 7 minutes left. North Little Rock not in any hurry. Play clock down to 10 seconds. Corey Marshall's the quarterback.
I think he's going to run out that. Nope. Little interior handoff. Man, was there a hole.
Man, big, huge hole there.
Goodness.
Walter Menifee there on the tackle, but that's going to be enough for a Wildcat first down. Nice play call.
It really
Look at that
was.
hole, watching the replay. Big, huge hole there. Garrett Mack had a shot at him, but North Little Rock running back had a head of steam going. Here we go, 1st and 10. There's a pass out in the flats, another broken tackle. Going to get 4 or 5 yards there, but gosh darn it, Keith. Hayden Rofe was there. Would have been no gain. And
not like Hayden. Hayden
not
is
like
typically
Hayden. That guy was
he is a
knocking
crisp,
heads off the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, he is a crisp tackler, and to see him just let that guy get through, he's kind of holding and favoring his arm.
Clock moving, 6 minutes left in this game. 2nd and 5 coming up here for North Little Rock. They've run 2 different quarterbacks all night. He's going to throw it
He's
long.
hit as he throws
when
it.
he throws it.
Nice defense.
Jump ball.
Nice defense.
Incomplete pass. Was that?
That was really, really good defensive
They're
back
so
play.
far away, I can't see who was defending on that
That looked
play.
like Walter.
Walter Menifee.
Yeah.
Garrett.
Timed his jump, went for the ball, had good position. That's everything you want to do as a defensive back.
Great job by the Rocket defender. 5:55 left in this
And
football game.
Pretty good ball placement by the quarterback. So
It's
I mean,
good throw, and he got drilled right as he threw it. Here we go.
reverse.
They're going to run the reverse. Not a lot
Wait-
there. And the
waiting
Rockets
for it.
stay home. And look at the Rocket defense. There's 5 or 6 Rockets there.
Fourth down.
Witt couples in there.
Attaboy, Witt.
Nice job by Couples staying home. I mean, that's a home run play, Keith. If you don't cut the corner off, and he did.
Yeah,
Here we
they're
go.
quickly out on 4th down.
Big play coming up for North Little Rock. 4th down, 5 yards to go. Marshall's going to look to the sideline. Rocket defense will shift. There's a snap. He's back in the shotgun.
Pressure.
Here comes the
Bagby's chasing him down.
once again, and wow, he
Oh,
makes a perfect throw.
My goodness.
Great throw there, Keith, to Ezekielus Lewis. Did I say that name right? Ezekielum Lewis. That's another great football name. It was a good throw, Keith.
It was.
Bagby was just chasing him down, and he made that throw running to his right off his heels.
That is a tough throw.
Fresh
Across his
set
body.
of downs. Clock moving, just under 5 minutes left in this ball game.
Oh, that sure looks like motion.
Well overthrown there. Marshall was looking deep. Intended receiver was Davian Withers.
He doesn't want to stay back there long.
He's got
wants to
happy
get
feet.
That, yeah, he wants to get that ball out of his hands. Clock stops on that one.
Nice job by the Rocket defense. Jackson Barron was covering on that play. Here we go, 2nd and 10, 4 minutes, 31 seconds left. Marshall back, quickly passes right over the middle to his big back. Wow. Dykus. Boy, he's big. Not real fast, but he's a big body. Nice play by Marshall. It's going to be enough for a first down, Keith. Clock still moving.
This quarterback is poised. He's getting the pass off. The receivers are running good routes.
He looks a little sharper than the Jones kid
He
who was in
does.
earlier. Here we go. Down to 4 minutes. Marshall getting his teammates in position. Play clock down to 5 seconds. He's got a man. Here comes the Rocket defense.
There it is.
Wow. Wow. Holy cow.
Man, and he is down.
Davis Adkins, first one there. Nice job, and Marshall's going to be down. And the Rockets sent the heat on that play, and
looks like an ankle or a
Black Oaken was in there.
Yeah.
Great job by the Rocket defensive line.
Hope that young man's all right. Looks like it's
Brody McGee. Saw him down there in that play. Let's hope Marshall's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get, thanks to our friend Jeff Domboski at Stanley Hardware for sponsoring the fourth quarter all season for the Catholic High Rockets. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you to Stanley Hardware.
Well, that was the play the Rockets needed.
Hey, Keith, while we got just a second, would you like to give thanks to where are all my pages?
You're a mess.
I am a mess. Well,
These are my notes.
those are your notes. All of our sponsors.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Game's
Here we
back
go.
on.
Back on the field. After that play, after that tackle for a loss, it'll be 2nd and 20-something. Will Jones back in at quarterback for North Little Rock. And
just a different speed of the game when he comes in.
James there with the reception, but whole bunch of Rockets there defending.
Just that pass, it just seemed, I don't know.
They just don't have the same –
Doesn't
they don't have the downfield threat.
No.
Brody McGee once again defending. Nice job by the Rocket defender. Here we go. Jones is back. He's going to throw long.
Nice
well
defense.
Covered by – who was
Walter.
that, Keith? Walter
Was that
Menifee. Boy, he's having a game. Got a hand on it.
Got a paw on it. He's got those.
Yeah. Look, Wilkins had a step on it.
Yeah, it was. Jackets 4th down. 4th and 21. This is protect the first 20 yards here.
Yeah.
You got to
This
keep
might
them.
be the ball game for North Little Rock.
Yeah,
They don't get a conversion here. It's just going to be really hard to score twice in 3 minutes. Here we go.
Reverse.
It's like we got whistles. What's the call going to be?
Encroachment, defense.
Oh, goodness.
5-yard penalty, 4th down.
That's a tough 5 yards.
Well, that'll move them 5 yards closer. Still 4th and 16 coming up. 3 minutes, 1 second left in this fourth quarter.
They were about to run that reverse. Or
Yeah.
at least.
You called it. You saw it coming before they even snapped the ball. You could. Is it that motion that tipped you off? They had that guy coming in motion who ends up getting the. Here we go. 4th and 16. Rockets trying to hold on. They're going to run the same play. It looks like a. Oh! Looked like some sort of reverse pass. The Rocket defender had it all over his hands. Who was that? I can't see him. His teammates are congratulating. They're probably giving him a little grief.
Is that Bagby? I can't quite tell. You got the binoculars there.
I can't tell who. Who was? I just couldn't tell, Keith.
I was trying to watch on the replay. 43.
43.
That is Clay Counts.
Clay Counts. Nice job, Clay.
Excellent work, Clay.
The Rockets will take over on downs here. 1st and 10. Got the lead. 3 minutes left in this game, Keith. It's starting to get time to think about calling our player of the game, our Regal Construction player of the game. There's the give. Wow. Boy, he slammed down hard. Who was that?
That's Evan Scott.
Evan Scott.
Hey, Evan, why don't you run the ball for a minute?
Well, he took a tumble there. After that play, North Little Rock's going to use one of their timeouts to stop the clock. Boy, there's a face mask right there in front of the official. They just showed on the replay. No call on that one, but we don't get them all. I think these guys have done a good job tonight.
They have. There's been a lot of activity out there. Is Noel, how is he doing? Is he back?
He was in on that play. He was
Okay.
the one that had a hand in his face mask.
Gotcha. We didn't talk about injuries from last week. I think the only guy that got banged up was Baronic.
Haven't seen him out here.
I have not either, so hope that he's doing well. We'll have to catch up with his dad, see how he's doing.
Well, after that timeout, Rockets will have it here 2nd and 15.
Jack, it's easy to assume we just need to run the ball, but they've got the timeouts. They can get the ball back pretty quick. We've got to get some yardage here.
There's a fake handoff and
nice play.
Pass to Powell Olemi. Nice catch. Give him about 6 yards on that, Keith. A little bit more reasonable third down. Clock still running. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. Rockets are going to use every bit of this play clock, I got to think.
Yeah, and you would think that if North Little Rock was going to play the timeout game,
that would have.
Yeah, it's still 3rd and 10.
Yeah. Rockets may take one here, Keith. Play clock's down to 5 seconds now. I think the Rockets will. I'll look at Coach Cochran. He calls timeout. 2 minutes left.
I like it.
Keith, we got 2 minutes left. Can we? You want to discuss the Regal Construction player of the game?
I think we know each other well enough. I think we probably know.
I think we know. I'll take the honors this week.
You got it.
All right. Well, it's unanimous up here tonight. We want to congratulate Jackson England for being a Regal Construction player of the game tonight. He's had a fantastic game, Keith. I've got him with 4 touchdown passes. Smart decisions all over the field. Might have had that honor last week, but this week I think there's no doubt he's earned it.
Sure. I mean, like we said last week, he managed the game, but he just didn't need to be too active in it. He had plenty of other offense that took over, but this week he came out early. I just hate it we couldn't see it on the film, but man, did he come out. It was explosive early on. He and Braxton Burks hooked up a couple of times. We've seen it here in the second half. He has been excited.
Let's give some credit to Braxton Burks. He's had 3 touchdowns tonight. Probably his finest game as a Rocket tonight.
Yeah,
good for him.
Yeah, and that comes on the heels of last week where he was just putting in the work on the periphery, making great blocks. So this team's coming together. Jack, we're a couple of minutes out. We hesitated talking about this, and I still kind of do because the game's not over. And we've seen some crazy things happen. But when we start looking at the standings, Rockets are in the 6A East. We're the only undefeated team going into tonight in 6A East football. Now, I understand it's non-conference, but still. I mean, if you had told me, hey, there's going to be one undefeated team,
I wouldn't have.
3 weeks in or 3 games in.
Keith, we won't talk about what our expectations were at the beginning of this season, but I'll already say we've exceeded my expectations already.
Look, I'm not ashamed to say I was uncertain of what this team was going to be, and I think most Rocket fans, on the heels of 33 seniors moving on, a new coach, pretty much a new roster. I mean, it's like the NIL at a lot of these schools.
Right.
You just don't know. And a couple of games on the road, we come back with North Little Rock. You just didn't really know how quickly things were going to come together. And man, this team has. And we've had to play with some adversity. I mean, tonight we had a game that was in hand, and then oh, my goodness.
Ooh, nice punt. It's going to go. Oh, it's going to take a rocket roll. He may have to stop. Oh.
Still, that's a great punt. So, yes, Rockets have done great, led by Jackson England. And tonight he deserves every bit of that.
Absolutely. So congratulations to Jackson England. You are our Regal Construction Player of the Game. All right, Rockets. 1:47 left. You're up by 10. You got your salty defense on the field. North Little Rock will come back. Jones is back in. I guess Marshall is hurt.
Yeah, you hate to see that.
Here we go. Empty backfield. He's going to pass quickly
Nice tackle.
Quickly covered up. Walter Menifee. Golly, we've said his name a lot tonight, Keith.
Yeah, he was hurt first game of the year.
Yeah, he's having a nice game. He's got a lot of tackles tonight. Been busy.
Yeah, when we sat down with Coach before the season started, and we had a little visit with Coach Cochran, I think you said Menifee was one of the guys he had some of the greatest excitement for.
Said he showed up to fall camp ready to play football. Here we go, 2nd and 10 coming up for North Little Rock. Desperately trying to stay in this game. There's a quick pass out. Wow. Lots of Rockets there. Shavers was the receiver.
We saw Noel do that last week. Work the ball from one side of the field to the other. You noticing how these guys, they are intentionally maneuvering midfield, just trying to work their way.
Same play. Once again to Shavers and a bunch of Rockets there. There's Brock Hatchett, Peyton White, Hayden Rofe, Luke Berta? No, excuse me.
That young man,
you know who I don't see on the field, don't recall having seen him tonight, is Chris Pace.
You're right, number 22.
Yeah, I have not seen him on the field tonight.
I saw his mom this morning when I was picking up our passes.
Okay. Well, let's hope he's all right. Injury timeout. North Little Rock's got a player down on the field. Stops the clock with 1 minute, 17 seconds left. Rockets holding on to a 10-point lead.
Yeah, Jack, that's Gabriel Shavers. He had caught the last couple of passes, and he was putting in some work. He was cutting across the field.
Let's hope he's okay. He's
good
up.
to see him up.
All right, he's walking off the field. Glad to see that.
Yeah, he's working hard.
He's been busy.
Well, it was a rocky start tonight. But
yeah. A win's a win. We'll take it any way we can get it, Keith.
And we're going to be back next week.
Next week, El Dorado, Rocket fans, 7 o'clock. If you can't make the game, try to watch Keith and I on the live stream.
There's a 50-50 chance we'll have one. Either we will or we won't.
Jones passes under pressure. Nice
now that's
pass
a tackle.
Out. Boy, it's a good pass out to Wilkins. And once again,
Walter Menifee.
Walter Menifee. I bet he's got 15 tackles tonight, Keith.
Are you changing your vote?
No, but boy, he's had a good game. You know, some of these games, it's hard to pick one player who's just. Here we go. 3rd down. Quick pass. Once again, Menifee with the tackle. Not quite enough for a 1st down. We're down to 30 seconds left.
Illegal shift on the offense. 2 men in motion and not reset. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Boy, penalties have really killed North Little Rock tonight, Keith. That's going to back them up another 5 yards. It's going to take away a tackle from Walter Menifee.
He knows he made it.
He's having quite a game. Rockets will line up in a prevent defense. Will Jones is a North Little Rock quarterback. He's got an empty backfield. He's back. He's going to quickly pass out. Rockets are willing to give up really as much space as needed. Just keep it in front of them. James was the intended receiver. 22 seconds left.
Rocket defense gave up 1 touchdown.
1 touchdown. I am very, very, very proud of this Rocket defense right now. That's 3 good games in a row they've played. Well, here comes North Little Rock. Give them credit. They're still competing.
They are.
Jones back. Quick pass out. That same pass. Oh, and he's going to
Ball's
try
out.
to throw it he tried to lateral it to one of his teammates. The ball's on the ground. Rockets think they have it, and they do. The Rockets will take over 1st and 10. Rockets will be one knee away from moving to 3-0. Rocket sideline starting to celebrate. They know this game is over. Give the North Little Rock kid credit, just trying to make a play.
He sure was.
I think Jackson Barron was the one that got that fumble, Keith.
Well, Jack, before we get out of here tonight, I want to congratulate all those Catholic High seniors. They got their rings today. What an honor. It is a huge day.
Get a win on Friday night.
How about that?
Well, that'll be the last play of the game as the clock ticks down. And there it is. Catholic High Rockets are going to come away tonight with a 27-17 victory over North Little Rock. Congratulations to the Rockets. Once again, want to thank Stanley Hardware for sponsoring this 4th quarter. Keith, next week we get Jackson England was your Regal Construction Player of the Game.
Yeah, thank you, Regal Construction.
We get to do it all again here next week. First conference game of the year. El Dorado coming to town. Rockets trying to avenge last season's disappointing loss to them. So should be fun.
Right. Rocket fans, thank you for sticking with us. We're sorry for the technical difficulties, but the folks here at War Memorial assure us they've got it worked out, and we'll be back next week.
Thanks a bunch. See you next week, Rocket fans.
Good night.
Good night.